What's up, everyone? Welcome back, or welcome to your first episode of Good Sounds, the podcast, Season 2. If you didn't start with Season 1, whatever. You can stay if you want, but if you want to go back, feel free. There's about 13 episodes. So we're here. We're in Season 2. This is a music podcast talking about music, sorta, with musicians, sorta. So that, like, it could be artists or whatever. Allegedly. Yeah, these guys.
You guys play music? What the fuck?
I think. I was told.
We try.
Our PR person told us that you guys played music, so we figured it would be like, that'd be a good first guest for Season 2. I'm Connor Mink, Brody, Walsh. We're Ultrabird Studios. We have a company together because why not? And yeah, how are you feeling, Brody?
Feeling good, man.
Good. You're looking good.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
You got it.
Thank you. I'm the other half of Ultrabird Studios, presenting Season 2. Also want to bring up Lip Face Art Studio because things look a little bit different. Yeah,
we're in a new spot.
A new space going forward.
I love it.
Really cool, surrounded by really fucking sick art.
Yeah. This art is it's got a little mucus on it, from what I can tell. It's pretty sick. We got Clarence Thomas being a piece of shit today. That's our paintings in the middle shot today. The pig, Clarence Thomas. So hate him all you want.
By Jake the Painter.
By Jake the Painter, Jake Bauer, our Lord and Savior. He'll be on an episode coming up. But today we have our beautiful boys we have before us. They are a longtime friend of ours. I go back to the Best Buy days when Brody and I were at Best Buy. We knew this guy, Charles Campanella.
Shout out.
Mm-hmm. Shout out.
Love Charlie.
Charlie is just a squirrel of a man. And
he's a man of the squirrel.
He's a man
of the squirrel.
A man of the squirrel. And he was the guitar guy, but now he's out in Seattle doing his thing. And now we got Tom here, but we have Previous Love, the boys. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
You got it.
Excited to be here, man.
I don't know if you guys want to
John,
introduce yourself.
Gary, Tom.
Yeah.
If you're listening, you probably can't. You didn't see me point to them, but you'll find out later in the podcast.
Yeah, you pointed to me first. I'm John.
Yes.
I'm Gary.
Yeah. I'm Tom.
That's Tom.
And it goes back to one of the first shows we ever played as Previous Love. Connor was able to come out to our house show, and he recorded a full set of us playing our first EP. So all the way back from 2017, we've been working together. So really cool that we're doing this.
Hell yeah, dude. Glad to have you. Glad you guys are still a band. Some bands don't make it that far.
Yeah. And
so you guys are powering through it.
Just happy that we're still homies, and you guys are doing the cool thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, our cool thing is finding people that do cool things and it's halfway taking advantage of them, but helping them. So it's like we're like symbiotic.
Quid pro quo.
Right.
Quid pro quo, yeah.
Right.
We bond over doing cool shit.
Yeah, dude. That's the only pursuit that I have.
Venn diagram over life.
Yeah.
Cool shit.
Cool shit's right in the middle. And so speaking of that, you guys play music for a long time. So when did the band form? Give us a brief history of Previous Love, just of what you want people to know background-wise.
Sure thing. So we started playing music together back in middle school, high school days of 2012, 2013. We did a pop punk band called Creekview, which was a house that we lived on in Lockport. And we would, play shows at the Forum on Maple Road. Shout out to the OGs that would go to those shows. Mm-hmm. And we'd
pour one out for the inexperienced listeners.
And that's
they
pretty
were
much
experienced. They were listening to inexperience.
Yeah.
But so later on,
that's how we learned how to pretty much function as a band. We made plenty of friends there. Ended up being able to play shows like opening for Neck Deep at the Waiting Room.
Right. And also we should mention Steve is your bassist.
Yeah, absolutely. Steve's been here along the way. He's not on here today, but he's here in spirit, and he's still
He's not with us anymore.
He's no longer with us.
Yeah, still a cool ass dude, still like totally alive as well.
Yeah, right.
So let's just put it out there, but
he's fine.
Yeah, we've been making music together since 2013, and we started working as Previous Love back in 2017 when Gary was in college at Florida State, and he was deciding to come back home. So we started working together, and we recorded our first EP at GCR Audio with Jay Zabricki.
Nice.
Shout out, Jay.
Shout out. The experience ended up being great, and we kept recording there over the next few years. And we recorded a few singles here and there, and then we made our full-length album Dead Planets with him as well. That came out last summer.
You should go listen to it. It's on all streaming platforms.
Yeah.
And do you guys have any like video content associated with that album?
Do we have video content
I don't
associated? Do we?
There's like that Eddie song music video that you guys did.
Oh yeah, there's that one.
There was that one.
There's Is there something else?
We did.
I don't know.
Oh right, there's this video we did for the first song on the album, Uniquify.
Right. I think I saw that.
Did you?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I might have watched that a few times.
A couple times.
I thought it was pretty okay.
That's good.
It's all right.
It came out alright.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I just,
Two dudes that just hang out with like other people that do cool shit.
right.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
know? That's what it felt
You got
like.
that vibe.
Yeah.
You got that vibe.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of all just came about one day. No planning ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You don't need it. You
Yeah.
don't need to plan.
Hey man, we're in your garage right now.
Yeah.
You want to do some cool shit?
Yeah.
You wanna play some dudes?
Yeah. You guys just normally play with that many lights and in that style. Like you play like with multiple versions of yourself like on top of each other.
Yeah.
It was almost like it was one shot throughout the whole thing.
And like that fog
Almost.
machine,
Yeah.
like I keep that in
Dude,
my
that fog
bedroom.
machine. Oh man.
I like to keep it nice and hazy at all times.
Yeah,
in my bedroom.
dude.
So,
I thought you were just smoking a lot.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
wait,
that too, but,
Weed
like-
is expensive.
Yeah.
Weed's expensive, but
Right.
fog machine fluid's
Sometimes I
really
want the
cheap.
ambiance
Yeah.
without
Dude, that
the-
fog juice.
It's
Smell.
aesthetic. You want the
Right,
aesthetic. Yeah.
Like to walk into any room like I'm Prince or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you just actually have
It's a
that.
backpack with a fog machine.
So
Fog
let's
machines
see.
and capes go really well together.
Yeah.
Like if you have a cape and it like picks it up a little bit.
Do a little flourish.
Ooh, come
the
on.
way. Yeah.
Dude, you'll like disappear like Batman, like and you just go.
I've been known to.
So
But
yeah, we've been a
Yeah,
band for
so-
that long. We make some music. Anything else you guys want to add?
I joined the band halfway through it.
yeah, that's Tom.
Yeah, I was I worked with Jay as like an intern back in like 2018 or 2019 while I was in school.
Right.
And they were recording like their second batch of singles. You guys were doing like optical illusion and all that stuff. So like my initial like interaction with the band was doing like mic setup and chatting with them, talking about gear and shit, and then like eventually it ended up being like, hey, you're kind of cool, hey, you guys are kind of cool, you want to play guitar, and so now we're here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and it's been really cool.
Sweet.
Being able to like learn some of the old songs and then also like bring like a bit of a different thing as well to the table that's kind of like joined up with that vibe.
Yeah, because you're like a human being with unique experiences.
Yeah.
And you played instruments.
Yeah.
So how long you the whole life played instruments? And
yeah, I mean,
interned in audio and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, like the audio stuff has been like,
Yeah.
college on, but like, yeah, music's just been like thing for. I think all of us though have been like musicians like our whole lives
Yeah.
for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Which that would be good to get into. So with this podcast, if you've seen the previous episodes, we go from like your birth to now, music influences, where were you at music wise?
Sure.
So we'll segue right into that.
Yeah.
Because that was natural as fuck.
Yeah.
So John, let's start with you. When you're a baby, what did your parents introduce to you? Were you playing in the car?
Okay.
What were you, give me that. Give me your intro.
Cool. So my first like real dive into music was an iPod Nano, third generation. That was my freshman year in fifth grade.
dude, that rocks.
Yeah, at first
The
I was,
screen was enough. It's
Yeah.
like it didn't have too much, but it wasn't a little bit.
you're
It was a
able to
little
scroll
guy.
through all the albums like that. It was great. It was a great visual experience.
Dude,
Now,
Perfect.
I would go to the Kenmore library. I would just pick up a batch of CDs, take it home, rip them, and I would listen to that. My dad would recommend me some albums, and
Hell yeah.
some of them being like old Led Zeppelin,
Right.
John Bonham. That's how I like started learning how to play the drums. Same
Yeah.
thing with AC/DC.
Yeah.
If people look hard enough, there's a video of me playing Back in Black with my dad.
Oh,
I'm-
nice.
And I'm doing the vocals for that. So
I'm going home
Yeah.
and looking this
Yeah,
up.
Yeah, I gotta find
Yeah.
that.
I didn't know this.
We could probably
We can
clip
put it up
in,
there, yeah, clip it
depending.
in.
Yeah, look for it. Good luck. Good luck.
Oh, good luck.
lucker.
It's
Yeah.
a fucking challenge.
It's on there, but
Don't put that on me.
Otherwise-
That's like more, it sounds like a lot of work, actually.
yeah. Otherwise, I would listen to whatever CDs my parents would have on hand. Like, there's one Collective Soul album that like freaked me out. It's one with like all the bees on like the girl's face.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking
I don't know what that one's called, but that freaked me out, and I really was like interested in that. Melancholy by Smashing Pumpkins. I would listen to that a lot.
Yeah.
And
crying in your room.
Yeah, that's how it started, and
how it continues actually.
And once I got to know like Gary and Steve, that's when we all got into pop punk kind of at the same time.
Yeah.
And we would, go to Warped Tour every summer. We would try to find new music in that aspect, and I think we can end there and like go from like birth to high school with these guys as well.
Yeah. For sure.
No, you're good timing. You know how to cut it, dude. Have you done this before?
Man.
Do you have a podcast, John?
Yeah. The fuck?
You should.
Do you want one?
You want one? Yeah, we can. We have
a podcast for sale.
I'm actually not using this one. If you want, this is a lot of work, so you can take over.
Word.
Yeah.
We'll do that. We won't say anything though.
Yeah,
you'll just sit here.
My name will still be on it, but you can do it.
John, we're sorry. This is an interview.
That's why we're on this side of the table.
On hand.
It was a prank.
That's so funny. Gary.
My first concert was Ricky Martin at the HSBC
Dude,
Arena.
that was probably Loca.
That makes so much sense.
Loca.
Yeah? Does it? It's all coming together for you now?
All coming
That's where the
together.
glasses come from.
Yeah, I was a big Ricky Martin fan as a kid, I guess, and I would tell people
Outside, inside out.
Yeah, I would tell people. I would tell people that I wanted to be a singing ambulance driver when I grew up. So I've got half of that down.
But the sirens play.
I'm doing like as an ambulance driver. No.
Oh, dude! If anything, that would get my attention.
That could be a cool party bus.
That would be wild. Like, you're on the cash cab.
Dude, ambulance.
You're on the singing
could be a party
ambulance,
bus in certain contexts.
The best part would be not having to deal with traffic ever, man.
Yeah.
For real.
Fucking pop on the
dude.
siren.
Right? And I mean, you could even like put speakers outside it. So like you're singing in your ambulance, and then
But that's what I'm telling you. Like
outside too.
Or, like,
right. If your sirens were Whitney Houston, like that would be fucking sick.
Yeah.
Like that would be a good ambulance.
Yeah, but if there's an emergency, someone runs up to the ambulance like, I need help. They open it up. The inside's just all speakers pointing at it.
There's like a disco ball in there.
God damn it.
Music is
What kind of
healing.
help are you looking for? Right?
It's called music therapy.
Yeah,
Just look it up.
Right. There's a
I was
couch.
ahead of the curve.
There's a couch and
What
speakers
can
in
I
this
say?
ambulance. That's all we got.
My leg.
I'm bleeding.
But
Yeah, doesn't it sound great though?
do you hear that fidelity?
It's a good song, though.
That's crazy.
Fucking love the song.
Yeah.
Keep going.
But a lot of CDs in the car. My mom is a big music person. Both my parents are, but especially my mom, I'd say.
What kind of car?
Oh, damn. Back
I like
in the
that
day.
question.
Oh, shit.
It's a good question.
I don't even remember, like, early on, there was some sort of SUV. And then I think we got in a car accident, so that was not any longer.
Oh, no.
And there was, like,
R.I.P.
Toyota Camry at some point.
Yep. The Camry's a classic car.
Yeah, great car. There were a couple, but yeah, CDs. I think kind of like you with the library. I have a cousin. He's also still alive. Shout out. Yeah.
There's a pattern in everyone you meet.
I was talking about
You always
people as if
used to have people.
I still do, but I used
None
to
of these
too.
people
You know?
wind up like that in the last couple days.
But he was like in like high school and stuff, and my mom would be like, "Hey Garrett, like whatever is cool and like new and whatever you guys are listening to, like make me a mix CD." This is back like mixed cassettes then became like mixed CDs, and it would be this like blank disc with like a handwritten cover of the track listing and everythk.
Yep.
So a lot of those
Memorex CDs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and a lot of like Eminem and
Linkin Park,
and just like all sorts of stuff all across like the musical spectrum, pop, hip hop, rock. And my mom's thing was always just like listen to whatever you like because you like it, not because someone tells you that you should like it or you shouldn't like this and that kind of stuff. And that's always kind of stuck with me. So like this morning when I was showering, I was listening to like shitty 2000s pop, quote unquote.
Yeah, right.
But like I'm really into like adult contemporary, like mid 2000s, late 90s, like Matchbox 20.
Right.
And, like,
Goo Goo Dolls, bro.
The Goo Goo Dolls, Michelle Branch, The Fray.
Yeah, dude. Oh, man.
Coldplay, like,
what was that?
Sugar Ray.
Sugar, dude, fucking.
I listened to Sugar Ray this morning.
Hell yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's good vibes, man. It is nice. Like, it's like, I feel like music is like looping around back to that era, though.
100%.
Because, like,
Yeah.
that, like,
That's the new nostalgia.
Yeah.
20, 25 year
right.
cycles.
I think-
we're there.
That's like the Lord album and like all those.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's kind of getting to those late 90s, early 2000s sounds.
And a lot of people are like, just like, it doesn't need to be so fucking serious.
Oh, yeah.
And so
no,
and so like people are like trying to be a lot more fun and like
Right.
simple with it. And I think that's super cool.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Lowriders, bring them back. The jeans and the cars.
Yes.
All of them.
Oh, shit.
yeah.
They
Bring
were
it back.
honestly, it's weird. They kind of had like the same cycle. Like they had the same like birth and I mean, like, lowriders are still around, but
right.
they're not what they once were in the Pin My Ride era.
Shout out the George Lopez theme song.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out
War.
waking up at like 3 a.m. after
Yeah.
falling asleep with the TV on.
Yeah.
No matter what channel you're on, somehow you end up on.
That's a
Waking up to
universal
the title
experience.
track.
right there. That's a universal experience.
100%.
It's the liminal space.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
wake up, there's like the cowbell, the drum roll,
Yeah, dude.
people jumping on trampolines.
Yeah. That's my favorite part
Can
of
we
the
do
George
that for a
Lopez
music
show.
video?
We can, yeah, oh,
That'd
for
be
sure.
hilarious.
Can we just like get a bunch of trampolines
Oh, yeah.
and like
Yeah,
make
yeah.
goofy ass faces?
That's
Oh,
awesome. Slow mo,
recreate-
perfect. Yeah,
Recreate like 90s sitcom intros.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yes,
dude.
yeah.
I'm
That's
100%.
fucking-
Yeah.
You watching this podcast right
Yeah.
now, listening to this
This
podcast
is our
right now.
idea. Don't
Don't
take
Yeah, we
it.
did. Don't
No.
take this fucking idea.
This is intellectual property.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Well, we got.
We are intellectuals.
We maybe.
We're totally stealing this intellectual property from somebody else.
Yeah,
But this is
yeah,
mine
yeah,
now.
yeah,
This is my, I stole it. That's it. Yeah.
It was my idea to steal your content. Fuck you.
I stole it fair and square.
Yeah.
No, but so this is probably going to come out in the middle, like I think the 23rd was the day.
That's what we said.
Yeah,
Sweet.
the last Tuesday in second last Tuesday in May is right now. When either they're watching this or post.
But not right now,
when
this is a
put out.
Sunday.
But
No,
right
this
now
is
it's
not
Sunday
Tuesday.
in
Yeah.
the past. And yeah, I was saying that for a reason, but I forgot.
It's because we're going to film that music video.
Oh yeah, no, the music video. That's what I was gonna say.
And it's going to be
Yeah,
out at the same time, too.
No, we have that long. Yeah, we have that long.
Timeline on
To
it.
yeah.
No, then we can do it. We can do it.
Nah, it's
Order a trampoline right now.
I believe it's Tom's
Trampoline.
turn now.
It's in the mail.
Birth
Oh, were you done with your
Dude,
your
I'm
legacy?
Yeah.
I got
riffing.
jokes, man.
Was
Yeah,
that-
yeah, yeah. We're just here to vibe.
Was that your whole high school experience, Gary? Is just
High school experience?
the
Yeah,
fray?
so...
Just the fray on loop.
No, I probably went through a period where it was like, fuck the fray.
Yeah.
That's fucking lame. But like the
Yeah,
older
yeah,
I
yeah.
get, it's like, I don't know. I feel like I come back around to things that were like lame or uncool. Like Coldplay is a prime example. Like
Yeah.
there were years of my life where it was like, oh fuck Coldplay, they're terrible.
Right.
And it's like actually no. I was in a record store. I was shout out Record Theater, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
And I was browsing and I heard this song. I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then I heard Chris Martin's voice and I was like, God damn,
Yeah.
is this Coldplay?
Yeah,
and then
dude.
the next
Yeah.
song came on and it was still so I'm like, oh, they're listening to the album. So I asked the dude at the counter when I'm checking out and he's like, yeah, this is a Rush of Blood to the Head by Coldplay. And I'm
Yeah.
like, God damn it.
It's good.
Do I actually like them? And
Dude,
so I went back and I
Clocks is
listened,
killer.
and
Yeah.
pretty much everything from when they started up through Viva La Vida,
Yeah.
I back so
We've
hard.
talked about this. I think
Yeah.
we've in
They
the
also,
DMs.
man, they have some
Yeah.
good music videos.
Dude.
Do
They got
that?
that budget.
Shiver,
Music
that
videos.
Shiver
Yeah.
music video.
That's some
Ooh,
good-
Crazy.
That is a good
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Dude, I think that's when he's walking on the beach, or is that Yellow?
That's
It might be
Yellow.
Yellow.
That's
Yellow.
Yellow's, Yellow's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's like a classic
Scientist is
slow-mo
good, too.
walking
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
And he's like singing along to the song, and it's normal speed, but he's
Yeah,
slow.
Yeah.
What?
Whoa.
Crazy.
Super crazy.
You,
My turn.
Dude,
Okay.
who are you influenced by, sir?
My big
As a baby.
influences, like music wise, like in terms of like my family and stuff. Like my sister, my second oldest sister, Kathleen, and then like my dad and my mom. So like I never was like a bus kid. I was always like driven to school.
Mm-hmm.
So like a big part of that was like, you know, they just throw on fucking CDs in their car. What's up?
Like that? Like
yeah.
a car like that?
Yeah.
Similar to that?
Yeah. So they would throw on CDs in their car, and like a big one for my dad was like London Calling by The Clash, and then he also had a David Bowie like greatest hits.
Yep.
So those were the two in
Killers.
his car. He
Not
had-
the band.
Yeah.
Those are killers.
Yeah.
They are good. Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I like those.
know. And I love those records so much. I listened to that David Bowie one, the greatest hits one. like all the time just for the nostalgia factor, and also because it's fucking David Bowie. I mean, come on.
Sure.
Oh, absolutely. My cat's named Bowie, so I like David Bowie as well.
Yoink, stealing that idea.
You go
Sorry.
for it.
Yeah, I'll name it too. Like Bowie too.
Bowie too.
There's an expression. Yeah. It's like talent borrows, genius steals.
Yeah, dude, 100%.
Exactly.
And then my mom was a big like country and like low key kind of music stuff, so she was a big Norah Jones person, and then like Lyle Lovett and like other artists like that, Dixie Chicks, Dolly Parton. So like I kind of got that. And then they threw me into music lessons like when I was a kid, like right away. So I like started on piano, and then I did like violin, and up through like end of high school. But I picked up guitar like midway through high school, and like at that point, like my music taste had been like formed by like my sister Kathleen, who gave me her iPod Shuffle when she got a Nano.
Yeah.
And up to that point, also Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I forgot to mention Tony Hawk as well.
And sports video games too.
Yeah, like in
NHL,
general.
the Chels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4, because it had like System of a Down, Run DMC, like who else?
A lot of cool
Everybody punk stuff on there too. AC/DC, like TNT was on there, and I remember
probably like Rage Against the Machine
skating around fucking Alcatraz, like listening to TNT, just going like
100%.
you know.
One hot button topic was we were talking at the house. Are you a Chell kid, like a Chell soundtrack kid, or a Tony Hawk soundtrack?
Tony Hawk for sure.
Yeah.
I'm a Chell Madden soundtrack.
Madden's also in the loop
Madden
of just like this formed like
I played hockey when I was a kid, so my life was Chell, bro.
Chell, bro?
I feel that.
Yeah, Soundgarden was my soundtrack. You know, in the
you lived in the Soundgarden. You were in, physically.
Yeah, but my sister Kathleen's iPod Shuffle, that shit was fucked up because she had like Hollywood Undead on there, and then like Silverstein, and that's how I got into pop punk and post hardcore.
Were you like Alien Ant Farm and like POD at all?
Not so much like that stuff.
I don't know how it found my way into my ears, but that I remember like those distinctly. Like this is I'm like 7. This is angry.
Like in high school, like those bands, like those groups and bands like existed, but for some reason I jumped them straight into 9 Inch Nails. Like I didn't. They weren't like I didn't use them as like the typical segue into like industrial. Yeah. But then like Ministry and like 9 Inch Nails, like getting into those older records from like the 80s and 90s, I was like, holy shit, this is so cool. I need so much more gear. And
you used how many pedals to make that sound? What the okay.
I need all of them.
But that's up to high school. That's about it.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to my dad's 6 CD holder Subaru Forester.
I was gonna ask, yes, Subaru Forester is a classic.
Yeah.
A lot of backspace, room in the back.
Yeah, it was cool.
For rambunctiousness.
Yeah,
I still have a CD player in my car. And
it's
tight. Like, I just have a ton of CDs, and it's great for, like, if your phone dies or, like, you're in an area without cell service or something. Or just, like, I don't know. I just like having a nice, like, little curated selection. It's, like, it's always got my back. It's always there.
Keep it on you.
It's like, I keep that thing on me.
You keep that thing.
Like, if I need some
you gotta get physical.
52s or need some Rob Thomas in my life, it's like, I just hit number 6 on the 6.
There you go.
It's like the Fave 5. Like that system works. The Fave 5 works.
Right.
Yeah. Take like it's almost like when you've got too many choices, like Spotify, Apple Music, etc. It's like you don't know what the hell you want to listen to because you've got anything and everything you can ever want. But it's like when you've got those constraints, it's like I know exactly what I want right now, and it's this CD that I've listened to so many times and know every word.
But knowing every word is like after a while, it's like it's part of the charm that it's like, well, I know these songs because I just have them, and like all the other songs, like I like these songs, but I don't know, couldn't sing it for you.
Yeah,
but
it's like going home,
There's your special place.
I have like my kidnapped copy of Lungs by Florence and the Machine. Stole that shit from my mom, and it's in my car.
I also have a stolen CD in my car too. I stole again Matchbox 20s, Yourself and Someone Like You from my aunt and uncle's house. So if you guys are listening to or watching this,
thanks.
You didn't hear that.
They've been looking for that.
We really are thieves.
Dude, we can't release this.
Possession is not right.
Every 15 seconds, it's just gonna cut to black and say redacted.
Oh,
we're about to get raided.
There's a camera over there. There's a camera over there.
No, camera right there. Camera right there.
These are fake. Those are real.
Are you guys setting us up?
Oh my god, a whole podcast setup. And the
your aunt and uncle.
It's like a Chris Hansen like holy shit. They just pull like fun. Okay, I'm not gonna get political.
Chris Hansen's gonna walk out from the basement.
I heard you're recording a podcast.
What are you doing?
You can't reference. You can't be like, hey, actually, guys, we got you sitting here, and we're gonna have Chris Hansen come out with a bunch of band dudes. There's too much precedent. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit!
You're telling me you like early 2000s pop punk, huh? This is not.
I have you on video.
Mind if I join this table for a second?
Wrong answer.
Wrong answer.
You've been to Warped Tour, or are you writing that?
No.
Right?
Exhibit A.
Yeah.
In full color, saying you stole this Matchbox 20.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, hey man. If sometimes you just gotta risk it for the biscuit, you know. Sometimes the Matchbox 20 is worth the like fear of apprehension.
I mean, that album fucking rocks. I would go to jail for that album.
Yeah. Yeah. There's been movies made. It's like $10,000 a Matchbox 20 CD.
You wouldn't
just
download a Matchbox. Actually, yes, I would.
Window's so difficult. I ain't even giving it a shot.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's little rain sounds, dude.
For the listeners, it did just start raining.
Yeah,
so we're trying to figure out if that's a problem. I don't think it is.
No, it was planned. This is like the romantic part of the podcast.
This is all an elaborate setup.
Yeah, there's actually no rain like 3 feet that way. You guys
Jake's
just
on the roof with the hose.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we just turned on
over
the
This is filmmaking.
Yeah.
No, but this is
movie magic.
This was also just part of our plan to like infuse ASMR into the actual podcast.
Yeah.
So like
That's
you just
very
have
common.
like the subtle background of rain just to really sink you into this.
Yeah,
you're really here with us.
Yeah.
I have a breakfast
I'd say.
sandwich I can start chewing.
Yeah, you
like uncrinkle it, like really loud.
Yeah, get the aluminum foil.
Yeah.
Oh man,
There it is.
Yeah.
no,
I'm having breakfast.
Breakfast with Tom.
what did you have for breakfast today?
Nothing yet.
I have a bagel.
I'm working on this tea, but it's like boiling lava. Yeah.
My mouth.
Is this good for you? Is it?
I might hear it a bit.
This is
it
looks good. It sounds really
John's
good.
just like,
It is working.
It works. It does work.
yeah, the monitoring
I do have
works.
tingles.
Yeah. I'm tingling.
Suddenly super uncomfortable.
Damn, they were really correct about this.
Yeah, I don't got
ASMR.
goosebumps. I got like Goose Mountains.
Right? Goose Mountains?
Goose Mountains.
Shit. This isn't even a bump.
That feels like a theme park name.
Yeah, Goose Mountains.
It does.
It's like a jam band's theme park. It's like a theme park for jam bands. Like Goose Mountain would be like Space Mountain inside of like the jam band theme park as a whole, you know what I mean?
Dave
like,
Matthewsville?
Dave Matthewsville.
Dave Matthews.
Dude, 100%.
Yeah.
Take me there.
Yeah.
I'd like to crash.
Like
there
it's
for a
like it's like
No,
it's
no,
like
Dave Matthews.
Jamtown. That's weird.
Guys. It's not Dave Matthews Band. It's Dave Matthews Land.
Dave
We got
Matthews, if you're
It's the Dave
listening,
Matthews
call
Land.
us.
Come through.
We have something for you.
This podcast is just us giving away all of our
For
good
real.
ideas.
This is an idea farm.
But you know, we will steal them back.
Yeah, we're gonna take them back.
Clearly.
Or a bunch of
Fishing
things.
pond,
Yeah.
like the fish.
Yeah,
Fishing
fishing
pond.
pond.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you have like Animal Kingdom and then like all the other ones. So each band, so you have
Animal
the Fish
Collective
Pond. You have
Arctic
like
monkeys.
Dave Matthews Land.
Arctic monkey cage.
Yeah.
Arctic monkey cages. Yeah.
Primus. That's just the name.
Primus.
It's just an infinite Primus concert, and that's the only experience.
Don't go to the Strokes exhibit.
The stroke. Yeah.
Don't bring your kids
Yeah.
there.
No.
This is not a good time.
Dude.
The toolbox.
Or anybody with any like heart conditions. or,
Yeah. Talk about a new abnormal. Hey, am I right? Am I right?
If we want to talk about the Strokes, Gary will
Let's go.
leave.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, no, I
I don't like that.
You're a
guy.
hater?
I'm a hater.
I don't mean to
So
call
like, you know
you
how I was
out.
saying that like I'm very accepting of a lot of bands?
No.
The Strokes is not one of those.
No.
bands.
Why not? I want to dig into
I
that.
just
Yeah,
don't get
get
it,
you.
man.
You don't
so
get
like
it?
a full disclosure, I'll probably like them if I listen to them more, like the same with Coldplay and shit. But like everyone's like, oh my god, the fucking Strokes, like
Yeah.
so influential, like so important, and like
They're stroking themselves.
so groundbreaking, and it's just like, I don't hear it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And it's not because you don't listen.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's just because, I don't know.
You actually don't.
It's way easier to hate a band you don't listen to.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. Like I said, you just go on the internet and say shit, and
It's like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going out there and be like, yeah, fuck that band. I don't listen to them.
That's true.
No, I don't know. It's just.
I mean, I was like that with Radiohead for a bit, I think. And then I got into Radiohead. Like, I got broken up with, and I was like, oh, no, wait, okay.
Now you get it.
I understand this album a lot more now.
It's like the universal
Space.
late teenage, early 20s white male experience.
Oh, yeah.
Radiohead.
Where have these albums been all my life?
Yeah, right?
You're listening to videotape and the camera's zooming out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. It's like me and like old like 80s metal and shit. Like I can't get into it because like I listen to like everything that came after it. You know?
Yeah.
And so like you listen to like Beach Fossils and like Dive and those bands, they wear the Strokes on their sleeve like crazy.
Oh right.
Like and like but you respect the future of the Strokes. Yeah.
It's like you hopped over.
Yeah.
It's like you stepped over them.
Liking those bands still means you can appreciate the Strokes.
Yeah.
You know, even if you don't listen to them.
No, they'll have
I'm just trying to save you from the Strokes haters.
In like 10 years.
The internet loves the Strokes, and then like in a few years, I'll probably come around to them.
You hear them in a record.
Like, what you said on this podcast, and it's like,
this is our controversial take.
Yeah, dude. Podcasts are all like, we're in a moment in time right now.
Yeah.
And this moment in time is not when they're watching this.
Right.
So to think that this is who I am right now is not true, even in the slightest sense. I'm like different atoms.
Shit changes.
Wow.
People can change.
You can change. You can like the Strokes. You can.
Allegedly.
Yeah, you just don't like them yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like it's just like Coldplay, man.
It's just like
it is just like Coldplay.
You're gonna hear them in a record store, like fuck.
But now it's like almost like I feel like more than any other band that I've experienced this with, this is now part of who I am as a person, at least now. Yeah. So like it's a kind of a bit.
Gary doesn't like the Strokes.
But also,
Sheedy.
Meanwhile, I'm like sitting at home just like on Spotify with like, you know, like not public mode. I can't be seen listening to this band.
It's like Squidward eating Krabby Patties in that one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like fuck the canceled artists. I don't care if people see me listening to them, but like the Strokes, don't catch me dead listening to the Strokes.
Oh yeah. No, it's.
We're scared.
What would be like
dark room? Like
no,
I've got like
you'd be dressed as Julian Casablancas. Like it would have to be, you know, like it's Squidward. Yeah.
I'm gonna go get a perm. Show up to like our next show. In a leather jacket.
Yeah.
People be like, I thought you don't. And I'm like, who's that?
I have no idea.
Julian wasn't.
Julian what?
No, this is all like me. Fucking never heard of him. Never fucking heard of him. Yeah,
weird.
Casablanca.
Shakespeare. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, that was a movie, right? Yeah.
Humphrey Bogart. Yeah.
No,
nobody wants baby in the corner.
There's like an airplane or something.
This was Humphrey Bogart. Like, who would you think this was?
I don't think that's what I'm so worried about.
Wait, so do you two have anything you hate?
Yeah. What are your? He's a Phoebe Bridgers hater.
Oh, that is not true.
You can't say that.
Oh no,
that is not true.
That is true.
Yeah.
It's about to be Pride Month.
Phoebe, Harry Styles.
What? Come on.
Taylor Swift.
So like all the music
not
that
as much.
you later.
So like,
all right. Listen.
So does not fuck with it.
I just don't think I'm the right audience for Phoebe Bridgers, and I'm not afraid to admit that.
Yeah.
There's just some parts that I wasn't really a big fan of. Punisher, is that?
Yeah.
Kyoto. And all that.
Just wasn't too big of a fan of it.
Yeah.
I just wasn't given into the hype, and that just made me become a hater.
John's a very big anti-hype person.
Okay. Yeah.
Like if there's hype around something, it could be like the best thing ever. Yeah, I love like.
Yeah, Gary and I are struggling here, honestly. Like, we're trying to figure it out.
We're best buds.
For sure.
I think also speaking of bits, like this is one of my favorite things. It's like when I know there's something that John does not like. I'm like, yo, I just saw this really cool like Harry Styles post. He has the words Harry and Styles muted on all social media platforms. So that the content doesn't come across. He just is like, cool, man.
Nice. Just let it pass.
Cool, I'll listen later.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
4 months from now, hey, did you? No.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I'll form an opinion on it now.
Right,
Sometimes Yeah, it just needs to hit me the right way. I've seen Phoebe Bridgers and I really enjoyed the show, but I don't know.
Yeah. But
just
it's
hasn't hit me yet.
So is it more her studio work specifically, or is it like just like when you were at the show, you were like, nah. Like, I don't know.
No.
I just love that idea at a concert of like a huge show and be like, let me give it a shot. When it's just like, there's like 4,000 people in the audience, just like, I don't know, I'm not sold on it.
Yeah, right.
You bought the tickets.
Spending like $70 to be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
There are a lot of shows I go in as like a skeptic and I just want to enjoy it, just like maybe like the live show. Usually it's always going to be the live show that makes me a fan if I'm a little bit skeptical of them.
So, I can agree with that. So, I can definitely agree.
I've definitely had my opinion swayed by
I was that way when I saw Bleachers. And I ended up really liking their show.
Oh, Bleachers is good.
Bleachers?
Yeah.
The Bleachers are
I've got another one. I'm a Jack Antonoff hater too. I'm one of those. I feel like that's actually kind of popular.
Did you? Jack what?
Jack Antonoff from
Is that
Bleachers.
his name? Oh, okay.
And he's like been producing pretty much every major label
as like a
artist.
As like a production nerd,
Taylor
like
Swift, fucking.
I wish
everyone.
He's
goddamn sister.
He's got everybody like involved in his little thing, but like. You know, like
Lord.
It's hard for me to like comfortably like talk
You're
shit
slipping
about
out words.
It's hard for me to talk shit about him because he's so fucking successful.
Well, the thing is,
also like all the music he's making is like
punching up. You gotta punch up.
I'm not jealous, dog.
Yeah, as like an artist and musician, like I think like it's cool to be like I mean like in this really fucked up kind of like industry, like you made it and you're making the bag, and that's fucking awesome.
You could probably rotate.
I'm gonna give it a little Mick twist right there. I don't know if we were sharing this yet. Like a bop it, twist it, pull it.
You might have to tighten it a little bit.
If you actually, so if you pull it up and then rotate the whole thing, tighten it like the whole, rotate this bar. Like if you rotate it down.
Rotate it up. Like, other way like that.
Like flat.
Okay, cool. That works for me.
Okay,
cool.
All right, so if I can save myself here and just put a period on this Phoebe Bridgers thing.
That was
he's really
excited about this one.
I didn't mean to drag away.
I think what made me a Phoebe hater was just like the online fandom. I think her fan base,
which is valid,
can be just like really overwhelming if you're just trying to just doom scroll normally.
I feel like
so it was just getting away with my scrolling a little bit, so it just made me a little bit negative of an opinion towards her.
I had that with Mac DeMarco. But his fans were just fucking assholes.
I was that way with Brockhampton. I used to be a huge Brockhampton fan. But the fan base was just a little bit overwhelming, and it just ended up kind of souring it.
Harry Styles has a similar problem. The Swifties.
I think anybody who cares way too much about anything is like a little much and a little off-putting. And some people just attract more of those types of like.
I was never prepared to be that big of a fan for anything, really.
That's crazy. That's too much.
So it's been overwhelming, but I do like Phoebe Bridgers just in small increments.
Fair enough.
You like to keep her at arm's distance.
Exactly.
I think we can't let Tom skate by on this one. We got to find out who he's got to catch some of the flame.
I feel like I don't really have anything like that I like truly hate outside of like the one thing I hate right now. I know it sucks. I think I keep having like these moments like at night where I like have a shitload of wine and like get really rage pissed at like social media. I know a lot of people really like using it. I know I'm probably in a forum of like people who like aren't huge fans of it, but like it's a tool and all that. Man, I get fucking pissed at social media. I've officially run out of social media to delete. Last night I was like cranking through like a box of like red wine and like playing fucking video games and just hanging out, and I was scrolling Reddit and like this is the last one I have. And like I was scrolling it, and like somebody just made an opinion. And I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna participate in this little shit fight for a second, like you do." And I was like commenting, and I was like, "This sucks. This sucks." And then I like swipe back, and the first thing I saw was an advertisement for the military, and I was like, "This sucks."
What am I doing here?
And so like that was it. I just like deleted my but this is the thing. This is what's happened to every single one of my social medias. Is like. instead of like getting like kind of hammered and like fucking sending like texts to exes or like posting some really dicey shit,
I should message her.
I just like make like healthy life choices. I'm just like, I gotta get this fucking off my phone. And that's it.
Yeah. I'm sure like the new phase of, you know, figuring out social media for companies is just like customer retention.
How do you advertise
so many people are sick of it.
Yeah. No, it's all screen time. That's all they want. Is just like stay on this thing for as long as possible and let us throw as many ads your way.
Yeah, so that's
as we can.
That's like my really basic hater opinion. I don't like social media.
Speaking of which, we are accepting sponsorships.
Ironically,
I'm so sorry.
You're probably consuming this.
Do you want me to like redact all that?
I completely agree.
Yeah.
But as far as like keeping something afloat, like if there's like a minimal level of advertising, like if I can pay $13 for Hulu instead of $20 and then get some ads, whatever.
But
it's
I only want you to sponsor us if you like hate the idea of having to sponsor us.
The
idea of like needing the
I think a lot.
If you also agree that capitalism is tearing the fabric of our societies apart, give us money.
Also, if you agree that the Strokes suck,
that's
money.
Right.
It's hard to.
No, we're gonna have to redact that. That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a fucking problem.
Yeah, it's hard to like engage with it because like it's like such a broad spectrum platform all the time, and you're like, man, I really want to know what's going on in like my backyard and shit like that, you know. And it's tricky to find like those forums to engage with when like you're constantly like, Have
you guys also like met people and then they're like
sometimes
like, oh, like, you know, they'll send you a tweet or something and it's like, oh, I'm not on Twitter or whatever. And they're like, really? That's kind of weird.
Well, Twitter,
like, I've had people be like, oh, that's kind of a red flag. It's like,
I feel like just
less social media is
that's
a green
flag.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, are you sure about that?
It was I think there was like a curve, like within like the 2014 to 2018 time. It's like that was like, oh yeah, we could all just use this and like put all your stuff there. And then within like 2018 to like now, everyone's like, my brain hurts. For just being.
It's got bad.
And everyone's like,
pain.
I get it. Get out of here. Yeah.
I will say only having Reddit is a little bit of a red flag. Like that's a bit of a red flag.
Yeah, that's
Reddit's
why
where you're like, okay, I'm cool with this one.
Because like
it's front page of the internet.
Doom scroll city. It's just like nothing but like.
Well, that's why I was still honest. So addicted.
Would you like infinite information?
I've also gotten so good at just like putting nothing but like rage bait or like emotional fucking porn in front of you that like gets such an intense reaction. Again, whether it's like you're raging about something or whether you're like upset about something, and it's just like, you know, I've played the same game Tom's kind of been talking about where it's like
the bot swine deletion.
Well, not even that. It's just like
I'm not drinking anymore, but you're still free dancing.
I literally only drink on occasion. That's the problem.
To Gary's point, it's like the straw that broke the camel's back. It can just be something so insignificant that makes you just like draw the line. You know what?
I'm done. It's like, why am I willingly consuming this when it's making me feel bad? And it's like, I was off of Instagram briefly. I re-downloaded it because like I know we're about to be putting out some music and stuff here. Like,
I got
you kind of have to play.
Which is the problem. You have to play it.
It's unfortunate, but it's part of it.
I think it's just because we're humans and we have like. I feel like it's always a constant battle between like the subconscious and like the conscious mind of like these are the things that I want to get done today and the things that I want to do, and this is just what's going to happen because my body just doesn't do things sometimes. Even if I want to, like, it's just like
even with the best of intentions, like sometimes you end up getting stuck in your bed scrolling for 3 hours, and it's like, wow, I could have done anything else.
Like, anything else.
Well, especially with like the shorts and reels and stuff. Like, those will just fucking eat your day.
Oh my god!
1 minute at a time. 90 seconds.
And like 3 hours go by. It's like,
Like I was talking about that the other day. I was like, I'm always like, oh, like I don't know if I have time to like watch a movie or like consume art. And then it's like, okay, but I can do like this little 30-second thing for 3 hours. It's like, I just don't have time to like, do like.
I can't sit through a movie that's more than 2 hours. Can't do it. Or like you'll set aside time to watch a movie or something, and then like you get a couple minutes in, like you're reaching for your phone, saying, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
What is this shit?
Oh,
It's
man.
addictive.
Pay attention
It's
to the
fucking addictive.
Dude, it's
My
funny too.
attention span is shot.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. But that was the whole what's it called? Video game thing for like the longest time. Like
Yeah.
parents would be like, "This video game's like rotting your brain."
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, honestly, if I can get a few hours like dedicated to a video game, like that's productive.
That's better.
Yeah.
That's better than
To
like
that
scrolling
point,
bullshit.
I bought a Switch the other day, or like a couple weeks ago, to like.
I'm so excited he's turning into a game.
Tom.
Yeah.
It's like I've never been a big video gamer.
You're good. No.
And like I bought a Switch, and one of the big reasons is because like I get home from work at night and like it's like, okay, I'm gonna like I bartend, so like my mind is still just like racing, and it's like I need to do something to chill out, and a lot of times it's just like, okay, I'm gonna scroll my phone for an hour and a half and feel worse, and then try to go to bed. So like it's like, hey, let's put my phone down and like just. It's 3 a.m. I'm gonna rage on some online Mario Kart.
You know? Let out the final like little last couple.
But I think that's
gas.
better. Like at least for me.
Oh yeah.
No, like I agree.
I find that healthier in a way.
That's that's like my decompression thing too. And like going back to the point of like distraction, like I was like I had like a big like awakening moment from like one of my friends who's like he reads a ton, he gets to watch a lot of movies, he's like very engaged with like the media that he consumes, and like he is able to consume a lot of it. This is Dante I'm talking about.
Yeah, shout out.
You know, shout out to my friend Dante Feliciano. Check out his art opening at the Crucible right now.
Still alive. He's also still alive.
Also still with it.
Yeah, he's still with us.
Very talented, very brilliant, good friend of mine. But like I was like, how do you like fucking do this? And he's like, oh, I mean like I don't have Instagram, Facebook, or Reddit, and I don't play live service games like Call of Duty and like Apex Legends. And I was like, that's all it takes.
That's that easy.
It's literally that easy. And then like removing social media and like stopping playing those like style of games, like as specific as it is, I'm like now way more engaged with being a musician, way more engaged with like the media that I do enjoy, and try to like approach it in like a much more like serious sense as opposed to just like throwing my head against
it's like intention.
No, I definitely had problems with video games, like the live service, like because like I would just like
to
I would get home,
fucking
like all that shit, Counter Strike, overall, like everything, League of Legends, all that shit. Back, like because I would just get home, dude, like I would get home from like school or whatever, and like my friends would like hit me up like, get online. I'd be like, all right, yeah, sure. And then it's like 5 a.m. and you're like, oh shit.
Not to be
that's like worse than any drug I've ever done. It's like I was like literally,
and not to be like super analytical and compare it like back to what we were talking about earlier, but like it's the same thing with like social media. Is like you're getting a drip feed kind of like, you know, engagement that's giving you those little instant space of 30-second like serotonin dopamine kicks, and that's how you continuously stay engaged with it. Same thing with like scrolling social media, except maybe it plays off of a different emotion sometimes than like that positivity or like negativity.
Vanity. There is a lot of, you know, ego. Resurgence of maybe I can. Yeah, like a lot of it is mirroring yourself with the people that you follow, but it's cool that social media is starting to get taken a little less seriously now.
Yes.
Like it's more of a common thing where like, oh, I only use this, I deleted this off of it. That's more of a common thing that we're seeing now.
Right.
No, and it's just, I mean, you only have so many hours in a day, and it's like that is the one actual, like, I mean, capitalism isn't great, but that's like the biggest thing where it's like just so many, you're getting pulled in so many directions all the time that your like brain can't decide what to actually do, so you don't do anything.
Right. The thing about it too is like it's not like you can't like even compare yourself like within your own art form anymore. It's like you're competing with literally every single thing that is like a begging for people's attention. Right. And it's like, you know, like whether that's fucking video games or the fucking reels or whatever. It's like everything's so interconnected. And
you have to rely on your audience to compartmentalize their interests and hope that your content ends up in front of them. And most people aren't doing that. They're just going through the shotgun.
No, it's not mindful.
Well,
it's not mindful. They're just doing it.
It's like everyone has their own shit going on. So at a certain point, it is just like, you know, I just try to use this to escape, and then my escape, I'm trying to escape from the escape now. We're just fucking...
we've gone full 360.
It's weird, you're on your phone and then you feel fucking tired.
It's whack.
It's crazy.
This was a break. This was supposed to be a break. And speaking of a break, do we move? Do we break? It's 46. We got a little bit of time. Do you wanna wrap up with the show? We can talk about that really quick.
Oh yeah,
the show that we're gonna do.
Yeah,
we're in a band and we're gonna play music.
Can shit on other bands
quick before the show. Before we talk about the show, give me your top 3 plays artist-wise right now, each of you.
Ooh. Like check our phone now?
You don't have to check your phone, but like
if you can go off the top of your head, you can.
You ever like walk into a record store or anything like that?
Yeah.
And forget everything you've ever liked?
Oh, 100%.
That's how what do you listen to? Me, someone who loves music and listens to it every day and has tons of favorites. I don't know.
Yeah, just kind of everything.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. I open my Spotify right now, and you know how it's got like the 6.
Yes. Yeah.
So
give me that.
The 6 I have right now are Pinback, Neighborhood, like the band Pinback.
Okay.
The album Neighborhoods by Blink-182.
Oh, okay.
This album by a band called Super Crush.
Okay.
They're like a modern power pop band. This album by a band called Mama, called Household Name, that John turned me on to.
Yeah, that was the Audio Tree.
Incredible.
Incredible
album.
So good.
And then I got out of work last night and there was a new Matchbox 20 song apparently that came out. I'm just going to keep talking about Matchbox 20.
You better. This might be the 20th
that one's up there. And then this playlist I made the other day of a lot of indie rock stuff that's come out in the last year or two. That's everything from smaller bands like Mama and band called Fleshwater and band called Sorry and Narrowhead.
So these are all came out.
Yeah, within either in 2022 or 2023.
Okay.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Good, you're writing it down.
I'm writing it down.
Yeah. So my top 3 right now
too. So
my top 3 right now is a band called Pet Fox. So Pet Fox is kind of a newish band, similar to kind of power pop, almost like the band Avlov. They're kind of like that slack rock, shoegazy kind of sound. Mm-hmm. They're really good. They're from Boston, Mass. But and they came out with this album last year. It was all recorded live and edited by themselves, which is really cool. Then Household Name by Mama. I'm gonna shout that out again a second time. So really good. I'm seeing them next month in Toronto. Really excited about that. Then
hell yeah.
The band Launder. That's also top 3. I've been listening to that since last summer.
Okay.
They're one of my favorites. They have an album called Happening, and that's really good.
They probably make very clean music.
Yes.
I would assume.
Fresh laundry, dryer sheets and all.
Yeah.
Really good.
Dryer sheets is their best album.
It's everyone's go-to laundry color, you know?
Laundry color?
Yeah, the detergents have
lavender.
Different color that is associated with the scent.
Yeah.
Are you a purple person? Are you a green person? Are you an orange person?
I'm all white.
I feel like it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Just scentless.
I feel like mine's blue.
Yeah. I think it's blue.
I think blue.
I think outside it's purple, inside it's blue.
Right. It's purplish inside, I guess. The thing
lavendery.
It's it's like that the extra. Dude, I go fucking America's Value brand, bro.
Hell yeah.
Dude, it's I think it's literally called, it's in 7-Eleven.
Yo, laundry detergent. Sponsor this podcast.
Yeah, dude, if we could get a detergent sponsor. If you could, get me up from this value brand, guys.
We'll change the pop filter colors to
your thing. Yeah, we can be branded.
What bands are you listening to?
Give me your bands.
I was going to quickly follow up with Lavender for sure.
Okay.
My parents raised me on scentless detergent, so once I achieved adulthood and independence, I was all the smells, you know. I can't breathe when I wear my clothes, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
You put a t-shirt on. I get hives.
I love that feeling.
Yeah. Cologne is for pussies.
Who needs smelling salts?
Yeah.
Just smell Tom's clothes.
Yeah. That's how I get through my shifts. You know, just
You're in the bathroom,
All right, so Tom, what's your top 3 artists?
Sorry, jeez.
Stop laughing.
My top 3 are gonna be Young Fathers.
Nice.
They're I think they're I can't really recall where they're based out of, but they're kind of like a really cool like alt rock kind of like. It's hard to really pin them down in one genre because they really kind of do their own thing. They've been doing their own thing for a little bit now, and like they've gotten some recognition, and like but their record Heavy is like fucking awesome. The song I Saw on it is like the second one.
Is that Bandcamp? Is that it on?
I'm on Apple Music.
Okay, I just saw it was white.
What kind of music are they, Tom?
Well, it's like kind of more like experimental alt rock. So like less in the sense of like not like, you know, they do like your standard like pop structure kind of stuff like that. It's more in the performance experimentation of like sound and stuff like that.
Like Kid A? Is that Kid A? Is like Kid A?
It's like much more like acoustic.
Oh, okay.
You know,
yeah.
It's like very like live off the floor sounding. I think is the right way to put it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Feel that.
Number 2, let me think. I've also been listening to Pet Fox. Same reasons. Big Obla fan. Pet Fox is cool.
I see a Strokes record.
Yeah, there's a Strokes record in there, but the 2 most recent ones, a little
dynamic. Previous levels, dynamic.
Yeah. I'm dodging that bullet right now.
All right.
Yeah.
If I did it, there'd definitely be Strokes on mine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
There would definitely be Strokes on mine.
Just gonna matrix my way out. There it goes. I've been listening to Vest Tumor. They're like also another kind of like experimental alt rocky thing.
That album's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
The new one.
Well, yeah. Praise the Lord who chews but does not consume.
I just seen how you
hot
spelled
as
that.
Fuck album title.
Totally.
Like one really cool album title. I really
Very
like
artsy.
everything that like Vest Tumor's been doing.
Hell yeah.
Like alt rock, but like these like just really dripping satiny vocals over it. It's like
Someone said it sounds like Prince and 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
That
is
That's a
great way to put it.
That's what it sounded like. That sounds fucking wild.
Yeah.
I listened to it. It reminded me a little bit like Gene Dawson. I don't know if you guys listen to them at all, but yeah, it's like kind of like rock and hip hop and alt rock all kind of mashed together.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Very much like it sounds like an artist who was like raised by like various genres and then they took them all and put them into their music
And it works.
and it
Really
works
cool.
incredibly well. Yeah, the like natural singing, the auto tune, the analog instrumentation, the like drum machine
Cool
work.
guitar shit.
I will highly recommend that record. And then also I've just been listening to Spoon.
Yeah.
Spoon's
Nice.
fucking cool, man.
That's what Brody, we talked about
fuck with
Spoon before.
Spoon's real cool.
Spoon songs always come up on the radios of like Spotify songs I'll listen to, and then I'll just be like, I gotta listen to Spoon.
No, I
Yeah.
love
but
it. Spoon's
I've
awesome.
never.
Yeah, they're one of those bands exactly. Like either like people who like listen to them regularly, like dude, you gotta listen to Spoon. But they come on the radio, and then when it's one of their songs, everyone goes like, oh shit, I gotta listen to Spoon.
Yeah.
Who is that? This is Spoon?
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man.
just like the groove in like Don't You Ever, like just fuck, it's such a good tune. They write just catchy fucking songs.
They really do.
Yeah, it's
Groove.
simple.
I can't hate a groove.
Yeah.
It's hard to hate a groove.
I hate a groove.
Once again, awesome production work
Hell
in
yeah.
a different way. They do like all like the really analog and like cool studio sounding. Like this is recorded in a studio, but like peel back the curtain a little bit, kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah. Spoon's cool. That's it for me.
Sweet, man.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is what's it called? We got to set the show.
Do you want to talk about that real
Phatman
quick?
show.
We'll take a break.
We'll do that, and then we'll get
Take
you
a
guys
break.
a quick outro, and then we'll go on to the listening party.
Are they gonna
Hell
play
yeah. Huh?
play something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll do. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so no, we'll break and then we'll play.
We'll break, then play,
Okay.
and then outro after play.
Just
Yeah.
tell us what to talk
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
So right now, we are gonna have a show. We're gonna have a show at Phatman Skate Shop, late September, not September, fucking June.
It's late June.
Late
It's the 25th of June.
I don't know why I said
It's
September.
Ultrabird Studios and Previous Love collaborating to put on a show at Phatman Skate Shop.
Yeah, you're better at that.
Yeah.
Saying that.
Nailed it.
Right.
You got it.
Oh,
And,
it was the full spiel in one solid block.
Yeah.
What's the full spiel? I can do it if you guys can tell me.
Date
What is
location.
this?
So there's a live session. We're gonna do a private live session for 2 bands, one of which will be named in a later date.
TBD.
TBD.
I guess.
Okay, so yeah, I mean,
And then so we'll have a skate event alongside
skate event alongside it. Okay.
a concert performance. More
Cool.
than likely.
And it's indoor.
Indoor/outdoor, we will figure that out.
Yeah, depending on the elements.
Depending on,
So should I do a spiel? I could do a
late
spiel.
June.
All right.
I think that was a spiel.
That was a spiel.
Overall.
But yeah, we wanted to do this. We were really inspired by Audio Tree, the Far Out series that they do, which is they record a full session in random environments. Sometimes it's a car garage. Other times it's in like a shop or an antique show or like in the middle of a pool.
I saw one at a rock climbing gym.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, that was fun.
So our idea was, going to a business around the area that we support and we appreciate. That being Phatman. Love those guys.
In which, if you are also a business and would like to be involved, let us know. We are going to do these more.
Absolutely. So we reached out to Phatman on instinct, and they were all about the idea. So we're working on it, and we're going to record a full session inside Phatman, and alongside that, we're going to perform a full show with a skating event included. So get on down to the Phatman, June 25th.
June 25th.
There'll also be full video coverage. We'll release stuff for it.
We will all be there. Everyone in this room
will be present.
will be in the building or outside the building if that's what it requires. I'm up for anything. Cool. We're a mobile operation.
All right.
Under the building?
Under the building. Yeah. So let's take a brief break. We'll come back with some guitars and then we'll rock and roll.
Yeah, then we'll do the outros. Okay. Yeah, we're going to play. All right, cool.
Right on. Cool.
Cut.
Hey everybody, we're back from a break. And this is the live performance session of the podcast. And without further ado, John, will you introduce whoever's over there again?
Happy to. So across from me right now, I'm seeing Gary and Tom, and they're performing a new single from the band Previous Love. It's an original of theirs. It's coming out May 26th, and it's called Mosquito.
Sounds great. Yeah. Let's hear it. Cool.
Mosquito buzzing around my head. Come listen while you can. Sharing a bedroom with the phantoms. Blood gushing, it's all for free. Take as much as you need. Want to run empty, it's time to leave. Away, play it back. One last chance to rewind and say the right thing at the right time. Ooh. White balloons, white balloons, and you. It's really not fun unless you bleed. The iron tastes so bittersweet. Jumped out a window and fled the scene. Numbly soft and light can't be a party every night. If it's a party every night, it's just a meltdown. Away, play it back. One last chance to rewind and say
Good job. That was good. That sounded really good.
I can't believe that siren waited until the very end of the song.
Yeah,
so
right.
thoughtful.
So kind of them.
Appreciate you.
This is a
We
simulation.
had their emergency right on time.
Please, if you could all have your emergencies after we're done performing, that'd
For
be
real, guys.
great.
We're gonna have to like call the city. Be, like,
Be considerate.
You gotta
Yeah.
kill it. You
Come
gotta,
on.
no.
Don't they know who's in the building?
Yeah.
Do you know who I am?
We're not gonna soundproof. You cater to us.
You're right.
All right. So that was fantastic. So Mosquito. Real quick, I have a question. Why is it called Mosquito? And why do you want to write a song about mosquitoes? Those guys suck.
So that was a John idea.
Good going.
We work in a way where like we'll kind of each draft some lyrics and stuff and some vocal melodies, and like the melody and the phrasing kind of takes precedence, and then some of the lyric drafts that we have. I think the final lyrics were like second, third, maybe fourth draft overall.
Yeah.
But the mosquito thing was like the kind of inciting incident, if you will. Like John had an opening line. It was like mosquito biting my ankles or something, and we ended up changing it to mosquito buzzing around my head. But I don't know, there's something about it. I think you said you were reading Gone Girl, right? And there was like, you said there was a phrase in the book like people mosquitoing around or something.
Exactly. Yeah, so I was reading Gone Girl, and that was used as a verb where people were mosquitoing around, which is just kind of like acting like a pest. So it made me think, okay, bug puns. Let's see what we can do here.
Like the first draft or two were just like puns and puns and puns, and there's still a couple in there if you catch them.
So we just tried to treat it like, okay, what would a mosquito be personified? And it just ended up being some cool lines that we put to music, and it kind of made it feel like a summer bonfire event where you come back from it, you smell like smoke, you have a whole bunch of mosquito bites that you don't know how they got there.
Right.
But
I love that.
yeah, it's like kind of like bittersweet memories with something that was fun in the moment, but you have some things that you don't appreciate after the fact.
Yeah, it's
I don't know.
like the come down after a party or something.
Yeah, it's like the mark of a good night is like how many mosquito bites you got.
Yeah.
It's like that's how late you were out and having fun with
That's
your
how to
buddies.
measure it. But
Right.
Gary also came up with the cool chorus of White Balloon.
Yeah, I like that. It's good.
Yeah, I really like that part, and that last section where Gary goes on with "Call me when you want to go outside, windows down on a long drive." We kind of all came up with that together, the three of us,
Yeah.
in a room while we were recording it real time. So
Yeah, we
that was a
were
cool
like-
aspect.
It was cool to like that was like the last chunk we needed to get done because these two had like done a lot of it, and we were sitting in studio, aka the attic.
Yeah.
And
In our apartment.
like
Attic
just to make it-
sessions.
not to make it sound like
You can watch
fancy.
that if you want.
Yeah. It's an attic.
It's an attic.
but,
It's pretty dope though.
That's where I
It's pretty
live.
dope.
we've tried to kid it out the best we could, but yeah, it's cool that we just got to sit down, and it was like back and forth, just like what lines work here, what rhymes work here, what works thematically with a song.
Right.
It's like, yeah, it was an involved process, even just to get that one last ending round.
Yeah.
But I think we wanted that ending to be like the part of the song that people holy shit, like this is the culmination of like how the song's like evolved to. And so like just trying to nail down the perfect words that make sense, but also just like sound good in the context of the song.
Right.
Yeah.
Good sounds.
Yeah.
Good sounds sound good.
Yeah. It's a process.
Yeah, dude.
Sounds good. It is good.
So you got one more, right?
Yeah.
You have one more song.
We got one more.
So introduce? John? Do you want to take it away again one more time with the introduction? You did a good job last time.
Thanks, guys. All right.
Got it.
So, one more song while these guys are tuning right now. This was off of the album Dead Planets that came out last July, 2022.
Help them out.
Our second single that we released is a nice change of pace from what we usually play. It's, positive, it's jingly. It's called Play Dead with an exclamation point at the end.
For fun.
For funsies.
Don't forget it.
So, yeah. Hope you enjoy Play Dead by Previous Love.
Yeah, this is a real positive one.
Yeah. It's in the name. I'm in the doghouse because of you? Yeah.
McDermott's Doghouse.
Yeah.
All right. Inside jokes.
Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
pleasures out. Pleasure out in the doghouse 'cause of you. Pleasure out in the doghouse 'cause of who? Pleasure out played out upside down thanks to you. Part of a memory you're misremembering, letting them grow up in the dark. Part of a memory you're misremembering, letting her grow up. God damn it, are you sober? It's never over until it's over. Part of a memory you're misremembering. God damn it, are you sober? Part of a memory. It's never over.
Yeah.
Wow. So good.
Yeah.
You know, you get
What?
Applause.
a subtle applause.
I'll live for the
Very subtle.
applause.
All right, that was sick. Good job.
Sound
Appreciate
okay?
Sounded great.
Yeah.
I like that song a lot. I've reposted it to my Instagram stories, which is how you tell people that you like songs nowadays.
It really is.
It's the only way.
Like, who are you if not
Yeah.
the collection of
Every time I post
your
a
music
song
that you curate on your
on
social
my
media?
Instagram story, it's just me seeking somebody to reach out and be like,
Right.
I
Yeah.
too like that song.
I just
Validate
want-
my-
I agree.
Just touch that little heart in the corner and
Right.
make me feel good.
Right. It's all I really
Touch
need.
my heart
Yes.
in my corner.
Yes.
Touch my heart.
Touch
my own
touch the
little
corner
corner.
of my heart. All right. That was it. That's the show.
That's the whole thing.
So I'm not gonna ask you a question about Play Dead because we've taken up too much time already. But
Sure.
if you want, we're gonna do something else really quick. Listen to some music on the listening party. That's a Patreon exclusive show that we have with each of these people.
Damn right.
And you can also find some lost episodes on there. There's 2 episodes I recorded, never put out, available on Patreon. Go see it. We're gonna stop down really fast, reset. But thanks for coming out, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
This is
Really dope.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Let's do it
Yeah,
again
yeah.
sometime.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely, whenever
Yeah.
you want.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anything that you guys want to plug immediately, do it. Go for it.
Shout out Previous Love. That's us.
Yeah.
We're on the
Socials.
socials. We're on the Spotify's, etc., Apple
Yes.
Music, etc., YouTube, etc. New single Mosquito coming out the same week as this podcast, so look for that. Where all streaming services are sold. Also, shout out Ultrabird Studios. They've been really good to us and allow us to do cool things. So,
Yeah.
shout out to Connor and Brody.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so just check descriptions. Obviously, we'll have links to everybody's socials, everything in there, wherever you're listening. Just wanted to say that.
Yeah.
Just go take a look.
100%. Oh, and also Birdhouse. You could mention that really.
Oh yeah, we're doing another Patreon-only podcast. Just me and Connor. Going to be talking about everything that all the cool stuff that we have going on.
Tight.
Just
Yeah,
goofing.
just goofing around,
New boot.
gaffing.
I also got an album. Listen to my album. It's called The Puka Shell Necklace. It's Mink Plots. You find that on Bandcamp and YouTube.
That
Ending live concerts. We also film live concerts. So if you need a concert performance recorded, let us know. And you're in the Buffalo area / can pay for us to go to where you are.
Lovely. Yep. So we're gonna break down, and that's been the show. Thank you guys.
for real. Thanks,
Cool.
guys.
Thanks. Peace.
Good sound. Sounds good. good